Well then, everybody, hope you're all doing well. Better than me anyway. Obviously we won the league yesterday. I did a live stream for about 6 minutes, but my voice didn't hack it, and it's not really got much better today. But we're gonna power through. Probably Shauna's gonna do much of the talking, which probably don't change anything really.
Not really. I did say to you, right? I did say to you, you need to get plenty of fluids into you. And this is what I do. Every podcast, this is what I do. I drink plenty of fluids. Plenty of fluids. Plenty of fluids. Just hold on a second there. God, that tastes so good. That tastes so. It's a sprinkle of Man City, with a little dab of Manchester United, a smidgen of Arsenal because they bottle it anyway.
I've got like a video that I saved earlier, about like rivals and that, and I don't know where to share it or not because it is like an advertisement for Paddy Power.
I've seen it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Yeah, it's very good.
How's everybody doing then anyway? Hope you're all doing well. We've got Jen with us here. Evening, boys. Champions. Exactly, Jen. Yeah, I tell you what, I've moved that light today. It looks a lot better than it does when it was over there. I've done a good job there, I think, on that.
This water actually tastes so much better. It really does. Ladies and gentlemen, rival fans' tears. Lovely.
Callum says Anfield was bouncing yesterday. It was chocker. Yeah, it should be like that all the time. Like I've messaged you and Martin, I think, saying this is what it should be like all the time, not just for like games when there's something at stake. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be famous for like the atmosphere and everything is Anfield, and it is when it comes to stuff like that. But anyway, that's by the by. So Shauna, I know you didn't really get much chance to jump on the stream yesterday or anything like that. So I just want to hand over to you so I rest my voice a little bit. Like, how do you feel, mate? How do you feel?
Well, I went over. Jen's laughing at me. I went over to a pub. It's a Liverpool club called Leicester's in Harold's Cross in Dublin, and I wasn't sure if I could make it because my hip and back have been at me non-stop. But Jesus Christ Almighty, it was. If anyone wants to start slating, the Irish fans, or start trying to differentiate between local and global, they want to maybe sit and have a look at Leicester's. It was banging. I sent you a video. I don't know whether you can play it or not, but I sent you a video of it, and it was just, the atmosphere was incredible. And, I don't think it's quite sunk in that we're 20 times champions, that we're on the perch. Although whether we had 19 and they had 20, I think we were still on the perch because we had more trophies than them. Obviously, they kept going on about the 19 league titles, or the 20 league titles, should I say. Now they don't have anything to talk about. And that gives me the greatest, like I could barely walk there today. And I went up to the chemist, and I was walking around with this on, with the biggest fucking grin on my face, looking around, looking to, come on, is there any Arsenal fans, any Man United fans? Come at me. I was fucking loving it, absolutely loving it. So it's the whole experience of the game. It was a roller coaster. It was the first real game that I think we played well in the first and second half. I think obviously Solanke's goal against the run of play, a bit mad at him for celebrating. Obviously we didn't do too well at the set pieces, But then we got back into that game very quickly and we destroyed them. We absolutely destroyed them. So it's fantastic. I'm so happy. So happy.
Nah, no, same here, mate. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's a part of me that kind of feels like it feels a little bit more special than the other time around because of not COVID and stuff. You know, like we had other things in the world that was occupying us, shall we say? And it was a good. I remember it being a really good relief at the time and everything like that. When obviously they won, because we didn't even know if the season was going to continue and blah de blah de blah. But yeah, I think I don't know. Like I feel like it just. I feel a little bit same as you. I don't even think it's sunk in yet. Like. Because for me, that someone mentioned a comment yesterday, and I kind of get this feeling like it won't properly sink in until we've lifted the trophy.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what I know. I knew they weren't doing it yesterday, but there was a part of me as well that was kind of like, oh, are they doing it today? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and I have to see these scenes outside Anfield as well, going on till well late in the night or whatever.
Incredible.
Yeah, incredible, as you say. Got some comments here, like Jen said, what a game. So proud of the boys, the fans, and the city. Gareth Turner, Cop-Outs of Anfield. Make sure you go check out that channel, guys. Evening, guys. Just pop and see how you are. Hope you're getting more sleep. Sean, on your back feels better.
Appreciate that, man. I tried to add you on Instagram, Gareth, because our first Instagram was taken down due to copyrights. So if anyone is looking for our Instagram, it's AKMLFC_YouTube. So check that out.
Callum again says that game reminded me of Liverpool 5-1 against Arsenal in 2018. Quick turnaround, bet. God, I can't even talk. Quick turnaround, then batter them. Exactly, mate. Jen, that was so special with the fans. This was amazing. Scott's got the worst hangover ever. hope you haven't been doing. I bet you've not been doing no training then today, mate, as well. I guess I don't know, mate. Like, Cop-Outs has said he'll go look into it, Shauna. What do you make of like the? I don't want to talk about it because we're supposed to be talking about positive stuff. It doesn't matter. What are your thoughts? What?
Bring it. You ask me whatever question, I'm happy to answer.
I was just gonna say, like, you've seen that photo that I've sent you.
Which one?
That Trent's brothers put up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then obviously everyone is saying like, "Oh, look at him. Is he going to change his mind?" Blah de blah de blah. For his I think for his brother to put that up on the day after or whatever of Liverpool winning the league or on the night of, I just think it's arrogance again. It's for me, it's just as bad as Darwin Núñez. Like Núñez when he put his post up about like, what did he say? What did he say? Something like, no matter what they say, I'm a Premier League champ or something like that. Something along them. It's not exactly word for word, but it's something like that. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean, like,
go on,
I'm
mate.
just going to say hello to a few people here before you cough up your guts there. Uncle Rod, how are you? Dugout, hello. Carl LFC, Russ, hello. How are you? Scott says, yeah, I postponed my legs session until tomorrow. And Cop-Outs of Anfield says, follow this. Grand, I'll follow you, Cop-Outs, no problem. But just going back to what you originally said, because I was thinking I was thinking the exact same, that this feels more special. For some reason, it feels more special than the last time we won it. It really did. And no matter what rival fans say, hold on a second while I take a sip of this.
Is that going to last the full podcast? Are you going to have to go fill it
up? Yeah. So you should try it. You should try it. It's great. But I've been getting a lot of slagging from a Man City fan who used to work with me. But no, look, it felt more special because the fans were there. It wasn't behind closed doors. There's no COVID or pandemic or anything like that. And you know, there was low expectations of Arne Slot when he came into the season. I mean, when I look back at some of the comments that were made, and this is a post that I put up on Instagram, and if you just read it out, it's horrible. Some of the comments was Liverpool repeating Man United's mistake with Ten Hag. Slot has no proven record apart from within the Dutch league, a league that is dictated by how Ajax are feeling at any particular time. Good luck with him. He's going to be back in the shadow for Liverpool, unfortunately.
Well,
who the heck is that? We are doomed. That's a fellow Liverpool fan saying that. Great. Can't wait to see back to Roy Hodgson's and Ricky Lambert days, watching Liverpool sitting in 8th place and unable to keep our best players. Honestly, the excitement is unbearable.
What? Exactly, mate. Like, just the fucking jokes, man. All of them, I tell you. Like, I mean, when Arne Slot first came in for me, I was like thinking to myself, let's just wait and see what happens. I didn't expect this. I said it for many months now. Like, who would have expected when Jurgen Klopp, you know, resigned last year, whenever it was, that literally the season after we'd win the league with the same squad? Nobody would.
It's fantastic, and I mean, I love the fact that that Slot was singing, you know, Jurgen Klopp, la 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 la. It just there's Brian. How are you, Brian? That's my good buddy Brian Connolly. How are you,
Brian? Mate?
You top red. But all right, Chris. Yeah, no, everybody loves this top. I love it. But it's look, I'm absolutely over the moon. Going back to your original question, because I kind of skipped over that. I don't care what these players or what the players' family post up online, because it's not going to make the slightest bit of difference. I mean, is Trent going to stay? Is he not? I'm surprised he wasn't asked the question yesterday.
I think someone sent. I think it might have been Gavin. Gavin sent me something saying it was reported on the American sports channels that Trent had refused all interviews.
Well, I think that's a bit of a dickhead, really, to have done that, because you've just won your second league, and being a Scouser, you know, it should mean more to you, and that's it. Do you know what I mean?
6 months being a member, Doug. You also won one of them prizes as well, pal, didn't you?
Exactly.
Which one did you get? I can't remember which one you got now. Was it the Gakpo one? I think you got the Gakpo one, didn't you?
I think Gakpo one, yeah.
I've actually now we've done that. This is what I'm giving away on the 1st of whatever day it is. Wait, what? Come on, stop moving. The Bradley tackle on Mbappe.
This is what you win in the next month, the end of May.
Yeah, so that's up for grabs for the members, guys. $1.99, $2.99, whichever one it is. You still get the Bradley tackle on Mbappe. That's what I'm giving away this month. Let's catch up on some of these comments, mate, because there's a fair few, to be fair.
Yeah.
So Doug says he can't wait to be in Liverpool next month. I think I'm going to be there as is. You're going to be there, aren't you?
I'll be there.
Yeah. Copites, it definitely feels a lot better than the COVID days. It's the first time in 35 years we've won the title with the fans. Exactly, mate. There's that as well. Chris Dooley, is that how you say that's pronounced that? You know better than me.
Chris Dooley, yeah. Hello, Sean. I've got exactly the same top, also wearing it in Munich, where I live. Oh, you live in Munich? Get in, boys. Absolutely brilliant listening to your stream after back on the perch. Absolutely,
exactly,
Chris.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Scott says a touch of class to sing Klopp's name.
Brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He also did the fist bumps as well.
Yeah, he did.
He did the fist bumps as well.
Jen says that she was underwhelmed by Slot when she heard him speak and saw him with the players. He has been outstanding. So yeah, I agree with that as well, to be fair. I like how he handles the media as well. Like, I saw something on I was listening to TalkSport today when I was working, and that someone said something about how do you think Klopp would have handled the media with questions over Salah, Trent, and Van Dijk? And I can't remember who it was, but someone said, I don't think he'd have handled it well.
No. And I think myself and Brian have had this conversation a couple of times. Brian and I are in constant contact. He's one of my best mates, top bloke. And I think we had said, coming to the end of Klopp's era, he looked a little bit sickly, and he was very prickly with the journalists. I have to say, from the first, and Brian will testify to this, from the first interview that Arne Slot did,
we reacted to it, didn't we?
I referred to him as yeah, and I referred to him as the Dutch Rafa.
Yeah,
I loved him the minute he came on. I just thought, this is a guy that's excited about this job, regardless of what anyone fucking thinks. And he didn't go with the attitude of, I'm going to imitate Klopp. He was his own man. He went and he did his own fucking thing. And yes, it was Klopp's team, but he didn't have the resources. He didn't have the young kids, because they were all shipped out. So he had, a smaller squad.
Yeah.
And then
good
you had
point. Sorry, to interrupt. That's a really good point. I never actually thought of that. The fact that the most of the kids that won us the Carabao Cup last season got shipped out this summer.
Yeah.
Good point there, mate. And Harvey Elliott's hardly been seen.
Exactly. And I mean, the thing is that Arsenal will bitch and whine and complain about all the injuries that they've had. They have a bigger squad than we do. They have a bigger squad than we do. And Arne Slot, I mean, then we had fucking sleepy Federico Chiesa, who, hasn't been fit for the majority of the time that he's been at Liverpool. You have Nunes, who, look, God love him, but Nunes is kind of like, he can't score in a brothel with a fistful of 50s. It's the end of Nunes, and he can wear his championship, the champions, 2024-25. Well done. You're damn lucky that you got it. But I think that's the end of it now for him. And I think if we don't we have to look at drawing the line there somewhere and saying, look, mate, we need a number 9 that actually slots, excuse the pun, slots the goals in. But with what Slot has done with that team, with the kind of patient kind of football that's not always attractive to watch, and unfortunately, the atmosphere kind of, Slot is the conductor, and the fans or the atmosphere kind of reacts to that accordingly. But at the end of the day, Slot has done a fantastic job. And no one can fucking say one damn thing about Arne Slot, so especially the end of this season. Like a bird upon my chest. He fucking won it in April. So,
Agreed, mate. Agreed. I can't remember where we was up to now. Evening, Uncle Dave, if you're still there, mate. Copeye, he's gutted he can't make the parade. He's got to work. Oh, unfortunately, sorry about that, mate. Sorry to hear that. It's been good to catch up. Doug, you won the Gakpo one. Yeah. Jen, also, can I touch on Alan Hansen being there yesterday and John Henry looking wooden as normal? Richard Hughes is alive, is what she meant to put there. Ian, did you know? Oh, Shauna, I've got, before I go through any more comments, I don't know if you were watching it on Sky like I was, Sky Sports.
Yeah.
Did you see the where they put him in like a big picture and his name popped up at the bottom? My first thought was, I bet Shauna was up in pub literally going, "Who the fuck are you?"
I was like, oh yeah, fucking taking the fucking, the credit, taking the fucking credit. Brian will tell you, Brian was at it with me, and I was like, oh yeah, and like Brian agrees with majority of the things that I say, but I went in and before the game started, and this guy Brian knows him, and he says to me, "Is it FSG out still, Sean?" And I says, "It's FSG out all the time." But again, this proves a point, to the Late Challenge podcast, to think that, FSG out first, Liverpool second. It's not that at all. I am absolutely over the moon, ecstatic that we have won number 20. And I sat up till about, I'd say, 2 o'clock this morning, sitting on the couch, listening to Sky Sports News, going on, Liverpool have won the league, there's 20 times. I fell asleep and I could still hear it. And I was absolutely Brian said it. Yes, Sean, he was freaked when he saw Richard Hughes on the TV, and so did I. Yeah. But and there's another good point. He should get manager of the year without a doubt. Who else would take it?
I think he will, but I think if I don't know. Being unbiased, I will say that Nuno Espirito Santo, if he gets Champions League football of Nottingham Forest, he will be up there as well.
That sounds like the next Pope. I probably shouldn't have said that. God rest Pope Francis.
Martin's here. I'm just going to go through a few more comments before I let him in. Copite said, "Didn't know you've been a member for 14 months now, mate." Carl Russell says, "At least we found Richard." Doug said, "Great to see Jackie there yesterday, looking so well as well." I think that means, is that what it means to say that, Jackie?
Was John there? Did you say John W. Henry was there?
Yeah, he was there. Yeah. Bond says, "Where was Bradley? I didn't notice him at the match. He didn't play, mate. I don't think he was in the squad.
He wasn't, but I think there was a picture of him and Queeveen Kelleher at the end of the game.
Uncle Rod's going to be there, so you'll see us there, mate. If you want to, I don't know, probably messages and we'll try and sort something out."
Oh, Alan Hansen, yeah, it was great to see Alan Hansen there.
Slot has tweaked the system as well, which has helped us within. Yeah, he has as well. I agree with that, Scott. Ben's here. All right, Ben, I hope you're doing well, pal. Ben. Diaz and Gakpo have really stepped up for me. Player of the season, bar Salah, Van Dijk. I'd give it to Alexis McAllister. I kind of agree with that, to be fair. Jen says, "Nunes has to go. It's a shame, but he's not trustworthy." Uncle Dave, Gravenberch and Maka have been immense this season. Yeah, I agree with that as well. Also, mate, I'll probably go Gravenberch just because I didn't expect it from him whatsoever. But yeah, I agree with that. Jen's man of the season is Gravenberch. You've done the Slot one, done that one. Nice touch about Slot saying about Klopp after this season's over. We need to let Klopp go. We can't keep talking about Klopp. Agreed. Jockey Alan, yeah. Bradley was on the pitch at the end. Okay. What's your thoughts on Gravenberch, player for the year for me? I'll just bring Martin in. Martin's been sat there a while now. Hold on. Is there?
Here's trouble.
I can't find the Manx.
Can't find the Manx.
All right, boyos, how are you doing?
Woo! Man, hold on a second.
Not bad, mate. Not bad, you?
Just drinking the... Can you see that?
Arsenal's tears.
No, rival fans' tears. It's got a sprinkle of Man City, a sprinkle of Arsenal, and the Manx. Sprinkle the Manx. It's quite spicy.
Is it spicy? Yeah. You'll enjoy that because you're on a bit of a bitter lately as well, you.
The fuck I am.
I was watching you there when you were going on about John Henry. Did you see Jota or Curtis Jones going for the hug and he was like, oh.
Really? No, I didn't see that. That.
It's on TikTok. We done it. I knew it.
We done it.
But like I said to you the other week, Mr. Trent is staying.
You think that?
I know
even after his brothers put that post up about him.
Well, hold on a second. There's a good question here, and we need to get to the because I was talking about this yesterday. Your player of the year. Brian says his is Gravenberch.
Yeah.
Who's your player of the year?
Yeah, Gravenberch. Just because I didn't expect it from him.
You can't take it away from him. He's just come from nowhere again since he went on that trip with his national team. He's come back. He's been an amazing player. He's been a totally different character.
Who's that? You say McAllister?
No, character.
Yeah, no, Gravenberch.
All right, Gravenberch. Yeah.
My three. I have to do three. Okay, so. And this is simply just down to records, right? All right, Red Raw. Wait a minute. It's Red Raw Martin. Miserable
it's
Martin.
Martin.
Yeah, Miserable Martin, yeah.
Oh, man. How are you?
Hope you're well, Martin, mate.
I'm delighted. So my top three players, and it's purely down to stats, right? You have to give it to Mo Salah, right? Have to give it to Mo Salah for breaking the records he has. He's had a Ballon d'Or-esque performance this season. A very close second, Gravenberch. We were shouting for a number 6 during the summer. There was all this faffing about with Martin Zubimendi. There was this faffing about with Zubimendi in January. We didn't need him in January because Gravenberch made the number 6 his own. Fantastic, unbelievable, played out of his socks. The third one was McAllister. McAllister was amazing, absolutely amazing. So they're my top three. My top three.
I'm going to say the same in a way, but I'm going to say Gravenberch, Kelleher, because he's stepped up when he's needed to, and you both are going to disagree with me, and most of the people in here are going to disagree with me, but I'm going to give it to Darwin as well, because although he has missed loads of things, he's kept going and going and going and going. I know he's done stupid stuff. Yeah, in my eyes, I just think he could have fell off.
He did fall off.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not back. He's not. Oh, I don't want to go and play now. He's still kept on. He's come out and done all them stupid tweets. But he's a kid. He's a baby. And he's kept going. He hasn't. You will always disagree with me, you soft shite. But
no, I won't.
I want to look at
disagree here.
Exactly. Apart from the big players, let's look behind for the. I love Darwin. I give Darwin another season.
Oh, come on, Martin.
No, I won't.
Martin, are you trying to lose our subscribers here?
I'm just telling you.
I've just got my good mate Brian to come on here, and what he said, Darwin, question mark, what the F is this a wind up? You can't put Darwin into your top 3.
No, me.
But you don't.
I'm not on about top 3 players of the season for Liverpool. I'm going on about my own top 3. If it was top 3 players for Liverpool, the team at season, Darwin comes nowhere near it. But in my eyes, I wouldn't put Alisson in there either.
But who's the top 3 for you? Just you?
I would go for my personal way, not for Liverpool, but for me, I'd go Gravenberch, McAllister, and Darwin. Adam's just
I don't even know what to say to you, Martin. I don't want to go insulting players, but I'm sorry, Darwin isn't even at Man United standard in terms of where the table is and where Man United are. But and look, Darwin has had plenty of fucking chances. I know you're fucking reeling me in, you cheeky bastard. I fucking knew he was doing it. I fucking knew.
No, honest to God, right? It's got to be Mo, top of the list. McAllister, and it's got to be Gravenberch, 100%.
Brian, he had me there. He's a wind-up merchant. I was
I always wind you up.
Yeah, but you see, sometimes you come up with crazy shit, and I'm like, are you loco?
For me, just so I can do my top three as well, I'd probably say Gravenberch, Salah, Maka. That'd be my three, I think. In all seriousness, there's a chat going on. There's a chat going on in the comments, guys. I want to touch on this. So it started here with Uncle Dave, saying that a lip reader has done Henry and Trent talking and reported that Henry's told Trent to make a decision and let the fans know. And then Ben says he can't say too much about the contract with Trent, but from what I was told by someone who is close to him, Martin might be correct. He's then also said he can't say much because he don't want to get out. And then, oh God, where the hell's everyone gone? The word of he was having second thoughts was mentioned apparently as soon as he came home from Leicester. Now, I just want to share with everybody, I don't know if everybody's seen this, what I've sent to you two. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but allegedly, this is Trent's brother who shared this. And it says there, banners are ready in case we need to retire your jersey, yeah? Why would you be retiring his jersey if he's not leaving?
I think it's hype. I think he wants to take I think maybe his brother wants to get the attention back to him to put him under pressure.
I think we're flogging a dead horse here. I think he's gone and that's it. I don't think there's any other explanation whatsoever on that. And John W. Henry was probably trying to sign him to the fucking Pittsburgh Penguins because for all John Henry knows, he's like, what does he know about Liverpool? Or what does he know about Anfield? What does he know about the players? I mean, Tom Warner, when he went to Liverpool, didn't even know where the chairman's office was. So it's like at the end of...
Gavin, that might be true that they are lyrics from a song, but why put them up with Trent when you know the situation? It could be a gospel from the Bible. I don't care. Like you don't put that up with Trent knowing that he's leaving. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
I just know he's not going. I just know he's not going.
I hope it's true. I hope it's right. But I mean, when you saw his face yesterday, especially when the one, you could see he was looking into the crowd, and you could see it in his face that he was like, "Do you know what I mean?" Like I think he might have been having second thoughts or anything there like that. But
he'd want to because I mean that's his crowd. Do you think he'd get the same sort of?
He's just a number reaction if he goes there.
Exactly. But I do think he's gone. I think, he would have signed by now. I see
this here, hand on heart, I do think he will leave, but I think he's starting to realise the grass may not be greener.
The only way he's going to go is if Klopp becomes their manager. That's the only way.
He won't. No, he won't. No. Klopp is not going to be the bloody manager.
No,
he's not going to be the manager. I see Liverpool Reds is on. How are you, Liverpool Reds? He says, hi, Sean. Didn't see you on Frank Carlisle's channel in the past. I love his energy. I love Frank's energy as well, but
no legs of lamb.
Stop. But myself and Frank had a bit of a falling out, and it's I have the greatest respect for Frank, but he there was a bit of a misunderstanding and an overreaction, miscommunication. I wish him the best, but I am AKM LFC, exclusive to AKM LFC only. So you're more.
You were to start with anyway.
I was to start off with anyway. That's true. But if you want, you're more than welcome to come on to the show and chat to us. Not a bother, but I won't be saying anything else about Frank. Frank's his own man, and a lot of respect to what he's done in the past. And
Red Raw says that Madrid doesn't have a soul; it's just another face. I think that's what you were saying as well, Martin. Like, I agree with that.
Did you see Klopp Slot's 4 fist bumps at the end of the game?
Yeah,
that was the first time he'd done it all season, hadn't he?
I saw Feyenoord have put up a post in about Slot winning the Premier League, and I thought it was a nice touch as well. But
did you record them a couple of minutes on when Lindeck walked out in a purple dress? I thought you'd have had that recorded.
No.
Look at
You
him.
talking to me, or are you talking to me, or
This is
Sean?
Sean?
I'm gonna say you're not talking to me.
No, I'm talking to you.
I'll tell you
Linda
what
in
I'm
a
gonna do.
purple dress.
I'll share.
Did you not see it? She looked half decent, mate.
She's always half
Madrid have
bloody
won nothing this
decent.
season. Yeah, maybe Trent will have second thoughts. I don't know, but then we're looking at this from like a Liverpool point of view, but there's the other side of it as well, where it's like, yeah, Madrid have had a bad season. Do I go there and give them a good season? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them as well, isn't it?
He's not
But
going.
anyway,
Just listen
we'll
to me.
see.
He is not going.
Money
We'll
talks.
see. We will see within 4 weeks because the season's over soon. So we'll find out one way or another.
Oh, we will.
I hope he stays, but I am inclined to believe he's on his way. Otherwise, I think it'd have been sorted by now, especially with Salah and Van Dijk already being signed. I think it'd have been sorted by now.
Well, I just think that that's all the plans been to get the other two sorted and signed, and after we've won the league, then Trent will come out as in like I'm
unless Trent does an Wolf of Wall Street at the trophy.
I was going to say that.
You know what I mean?
Say that. I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah.
I'm not going nowhere.
No, I'd love that. I'd love that. Have you got what you call it? Brian says plus Madrid's manager is leaving.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, and Alonso might be going to there.
You'll definitely see Alonso. You're not going to see Klopp. Klopp's done.
Yeah, Klopp's finished.
Yeah, Klopp is.
Do you think he's going to come over?
He is over.
Oh, he will be over. He will be over. Yeah.
He's doing something for foundation or something. I think I can't remember. He's doing something. So I think he will be over. Yeah.
No, he definitely will be. That's what I said. So.
What about them dickheads who sold the fucking Liverpool fans the blue flares? That was quality.
That was funny.
Gavin says here, I hope we learn our lesson this summer in the transfer window. No, big summer, then different journal saying we don't like Kirke's valuation. All evening, different snippets are coming out. It's all just bluffs, mate. I think I would, looking at what Kirkes has been doing on social media, looking at what the constant stuff about him, I honestly think Kirkes will be the first player through the door this summer. I think he'll be the first signing. I really do. I think that one's pretty much nailed on.
Who do you think? Now, here's a good question, guys, and maybe someone in the chat. So sorry, Brian is saying he's a guest speaker in the charity. Gavin has already agreed with that. Scott said, would be nice if Klopp's hands the trophy to Virgil van Dijk like Kenny did to Hendo back in 2020. That's a nice touch, yeah. Kirk's best mate has just won the league. Yeah, exactly, with Szoboszlai. So we're talking about the first player that comes into Liverpool.
Back in a minute, guys. Hold on.
Okay, so we're talking about the first player to come into Liverpool, right? And we reckon that's Kirkes. Mm-hmm. Who's the first player to go out?
I reckon it will be.
Who's the first player?
Chiesa, is it? That is how you say his name.
Chiesa? Do you think so?
Yeah.
What does everyone in the chat think?
He's not getting a medal either, is he? Hasn't played enough games.
Well, I mean, he's got 4 games left to do that, I think. Jota.
Trent's going nowhere. Nunes is first.
Nunes is first out. Yeah, Brian, I agree. Well, probably Trent and then Nunes.
I reckon Kelleher's going to go to Newcastle.
Spectre. Where's Spectre? Oh, there is Spectre. Whoa, there you are. Good evening.
Oh, I don't like that.
What happened?
Me at the bottom. That's changing. Hold on.
No, you're on top. You just got rid of me.
You just kicked me out. You proper. Do you know what, Adam? Let's go for them 7Ps again. Proper player planning prevents piss poor performance. Come on.
So the question I asked Adam before you went was, we all have an idea of what player is going to come into Liverpool first. Who is going to be the first player to leave Liverpool?
Trent.
And after Trent? Nunes.
I don't know, to be fair, because I can see a fair few leaving.
Yeah.
Like, on my list of defos leaving, like 100% going, Nunes, Jota, Kelleher, Shimikas, because Kirkez is coming in. And then my maybes are Diaz, Endo, depending on what happens in that position. If we sign another midfielder, Endo's on his way. Elliot, I think he's up for being moved on. Joe Gomez.
Sorry, that Brian Connolly just said about Isaac. I don't want Isaac. I just think he's a big fish in a small pond.
That's my good mate, Brian.
All right, Brian.
I think I won't even rule out. I know people are not saying. I think you see one of Gomez or Kwanzaa maybe go as well. One of them goes, not both of them.
Kelleher is. I'd say.
I'll say this as well. I've been saying this for months. I think there's question marks around Alisson. I really do. I really would not be surprised if Alisson sold this summer.
I like that, Adam. Okay. If Kelleher stays, Alisson's going to go, and I bet you Mamadashvili, even though he's been brought in as number one, he's going to sit on that bench. Yeah, and I think Jarras. Is it Jarras? I'd have one.
Yeah, he'll be going.
I think he's gonna. He won't be sold. I think he'll just go back out on loan. But
Yeah.
I do think Alisson may go. If it's a hard one, Alisson's not getting any younger, and he's getting more injury prone. Where Kelleher,
past 2 seasons, he's been very injury prone. Yeah,
Kelleher hasn't stood in that goal and gone, "Oh, I'm too scared." He's just hit the bat and just gone.
Well, just to go through some of the comments here, just while you're resting your voice a little bit, Adam. Where are we at? So Gavin says, don't rule put Isaac there. Will be something done involving money and players.
I don't see that, man.
Spectre says, I see Kelleher going to Bournemouth. Brian says, if we're selling players to Newcastle, why not use them in players plus cash swap for Isaac?
I can answer that.
Go on.
So if you were to do it that way, it doesn't balance the books as well as it would do for if you were to do straight sells. That's why last summer we weren't giving Newcastle 40 million plus Joe Gomez for Gordon. We were selling them Gordon, we were selling them Gomez for 45 and then buying Gordon for like 70 or something because it balances the books better that way. So I think if you were to do player swaps, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. But it wouldn't be like, right, we're going to give you 30 million plus Darwin, Jota, Kwan. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think if Newcastle get Champions League football, Isaac's not leaving Newcastle.
So Carl says, yeah, so do I, Spectre. Scott says, I reckon Gomez is off this summer. Brian says, yes, a fair few are leaving. Where do you think the money for signing new players is coming from? You see, this is why I love Brian, because he's right there. He agrees with me on that. Quant says an interesting one. Does that mean you're saying that Quanta may go?
Yeah, I think it probably because of what I mentioned, yeah.
I think Brian meant to say don't want Isaac seriously. Ben says mass clear out incoming. Gavin says Atletico and Forest looking for Darwin 35 million. Liverpool were open to loan with obligation to buy. Quanta to Newcastle.
I don't think. Hold on, I don't think they'll loan Darwin out. I mean,
no.
They want Liverpool are sell to buy. Let's just be honest with ourselves. They're not going to loan out Darwin Núñez when they're going to have to go buy a number 9. It's just they'll sell him.
I agree. Diaz, if Barca come in for him,
100%.
I agree with that one. Red Raw, it's so good to see Red Raw. I didn't think you were speaking to me, Martin. We need to be bringing in homegrown to make our quota. Spectre says Kanate needs to get his contract sorted or he would be sold. I could see him being sold this summer.
Yeah, I could see him go PSG.
Yeah,
I could see
do
him
too.
being sold this summer.
If he's not signed a new deal by the end of June, beginning halfway through July, I'm selling him.
And bear in mind, guys, everyone that is fucking giving Richard Hughes a little reach around and FSG a reach around because when the contracts came out with Mo signing and Virgil signing, there were the sympathizers that were saying, where's the apology now to Richard Hughes and whatever. We've got players that will be at the end of the summer, will be at the last 12 months of their contract, and they haven't been sorted. So they'll be in the same situation as Mo, as Virgil, as Trent, and as Jarvis. So just I just let.
Can I just say one thing to jump in at the back end of that?
Go ahead.
I know you mentioned Jarvis then, but let's not big him up and pretend like we actually give a fuck. Do you know what I mean?
We love everyone. It's a lovely
I know
place.
that, but then if Jarvis goes, if Allison goes and Kelleher goes, and we have Mohamed Ashvili, then who do we have as a fucking second and a third keeper? You can't just get rid of all of them.
Well, we can't even get our Tobian because he's finished football now.
Well, there you go. There you go. Allison and Keller both won't leave in the same window, says Bond.
See you later, Scott, mate.
See you later, Scott. Nunes from me, says Jan.
Ben, Allison was going to go in the summer. All right, I want to finger this one because I agree with this because of what Allison said in September. Allison was going to go in the summer. He was really close. The main plan was for Mohamed Ashvili to come in when he re-signed him. Allison stayed, which I agree with that because when the window shut, everyone seems to forget about this. And I got some shitting comments because people were saying, why would Allison go to Saudi Arabia when he's a Christian? Blah, 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 blah. He said in an interview that he would go to Saudi Arabia and play if Liverpool wanted to sell him. And that is where I think Allison's going. I think Allison and Edison from Man City will both be in the Saudi Pro League.
Yeah.
Even City are trying to buy a new goalkeeper this summer. They want that Diogo Costa from Porto, who is, for me, he is probably one of the best goalkeepers up and coming in the world. If they get him, I'm jealous. I would rather have him over Mamadashvili.
Sorry, boys. I've just got to nip off. Gemma's ringing me. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, man.
Okay. I mean, if you remember, they were saying the same thing about Henderson. Oh, he's not going to go to the Saudi League because of his, his stance on LGBTQIA rights and whatnot. Spectre says all this clear out is FSG's dream. More money saved. Spectre is.
Hey, on that saving money thing, I mean, just add this. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was playing Football Manager the other day, right? And I'd already tied down Mo Salah and all that. I'd done that. But then I ended up selling Trent to Barcelona. I'm only in 2027. Sold him to Barcelona. I sold Virgil to Saudi. And then I've just come up to sign Salah again. So he's a contract after the one he's just signed. And he agreed to 50% pay cut. And I was like, oh, happy days, mate. Happy days.
You do know what you're going. You do know what you're going to start now. You're going to get the rival podcasters and YouTubers saying, there's Adam playing his championship football or manager.
Who gives a fuck what they say? Not me. Let them say it. Gavin says Adam's shutting down on my options tonight. Sorry, mate. Brian, Kanate to PSG, can see that, but please, we have to get money from him. Ben, from what the person told him yesterday, the players apparently may be going at Jota, Nunes, Elliot, may. This is what I'm saying. Jota, Nunes, Elliot, maybe. Kanate next season. If Kanate goes next season, he's leaving on a free.
On a free.
Robertson, really? That surprises me as well. I thought he'd get a new deal. Allison, maybe. Diaz. For me, the only club that Luis Diaz is leaving Liverpool for right now is Barcelona. Anybody else? Not happening.
Jota is for Barcelona, you said.
Diaz.
Oh yeah, sorry, Diaz. Yeah.
I think I saw something before we went live about Saudi Arabia interested in Diogo Jota. I could see that as well, to be fair. It'll be probably better for his injuries and everything like that. Where was you up to? Spectre, who saw Richard Hughes yesterday? I thought it was 007 himself, Piers Brosnan. To be fair, he does look like him a little bit. To be fair.
Do you know what? That's so funny. And what you call it, one of the best Bond films, especially Piers Brosnan one, Goldeneye, was on there the other week. Oh, what a film!
Martin says, wasn't there talk of Jaros getting extended? Yeah, I think there was, mate, but I think that was a while back. We'll have to see what happens. Maybe that's what happens this summer. Maybe if they sell Alisson and Kelleher, they extend Jaros and he's the number 2 behind Mamadashvili.
Yeah.
Bon, whoever is the easiest to sell out of all the players who's leaving, straight to the point. I love Bon. Straight to the point. Gavin Morgan, do we see Huijsen coming in? Maybe. I'm 50-50 on him. Because he's basically quite easy to get. Like, you pay the release clause and then you just got to agree terms with him.
What's the release clause?
50 million. But the thing for me with Huijsen is, or Huijsen, however you say it, is that he's 20 years of age. So if you sign him down to a 5-year deal, he'd be 25. And he's already said he wants to go play for Real Madrid. He's already said that, basically. So we're going to be in the same situation all over again with that. Gavin again, can't believe we're not trying for Cunha. To be fair, mate, if his attitude is what people are saying it's like, I feel like we'd have another Luis Suarez on our hands, you know what I mean? Not performance-wise on the pitch, but problem-wise, do you know what I mean? So I'd rather not, to be fair, if that's the case. Jen would love Huijsen, and Brian says, no way GoldenEye was one of the best Bond films. Are you on the glue?
No, I said the best Pierce Brosnan Bond film. Big difference. Big difference. I could list off all like the Bond films that I absolutely adore. The last one brought me to tears, but let's not talk about that. I'm still a mourner.
Yeah, I agree, Ben. That's my issue with Huijsen as well. Is it's another Coutinho? If Madrid come calling, he's off 100%, mate. Yeah, Spectre, Hato. I would not be surprised if that happens. Would not be surprised in the slightest if that happens whatsoever. Do you think we should watch this Paddy Power video? I thought it was funny. Do you want to watch it?
Yeah, let's go.
I just thought it was funny.
Let's go for it.
How do I do this now? I've not done this for so long. Hold on a moment. It's this one, isn't it? Boom. Is that showing on there, yeah?
No, I know it is, yeah.
Well, Liverpool are champions.
And there's nothing we can do about it.
Null and void.
All right, Peter, settle down. What do we do here? We teach various methods to help people cope with Liverpool becoming champions. There's so many people that need our help right now.
Let's list some reasons why they don't deserve to be champions. Doesn't matter if they're true or not.
Everyone else has been rubbish.
Good, yep.
City wasn't even in the title race, so does it even count?
Excellent.
Everton beat them 2-2 at Goodison Park.
Nice one, Peter, yeah.
I can't believe we've let them win the title.
You know, Arsenal haven't been top for a single day this season.
It's all about diminishing Liverpool's achievement. I'm just here to help people workshop it.
They didn't have many injuries.
Exactly, Sean. They've been lucky, haven't they?
Well, they lost Alisson for a few months, and Jota and Canate and Trent.
Who stuck 50p in this fella?
Joe Gomez and Bradley and Elliott.
Okay, all right. Let's move on.
They didn't even win the quadruple.
They didn't, did they? What losers.
Neither did anyone else.
Christ.
I'm just saying a team just won the league title. It's a bit silly, no?
Are you sure you're in the right class?
He looks like a Fed to me. You know what? Let him have the title. There's one story this season. Everton's brand new stadium.
Okay.
Pep signed a new contract in November. Now that's the real quiz.
That's the spirit. What have you got, Lee?
Well, we're into phase 14 of Mikel Arteta's Premier League master plan. Next year is our year.
Of course it is, champ. It always is. I keep telling them a little bit of creative thinking, and it's like Liverpool never even won the title.
Can't wait to welcome you lads to our new place.
Guard of honour for the champions on Derby Day.
Calm down.
No, Peter, you'll do your hip in. Stop.
I'll get Sam Matterface down here to sort him out.
I think you should leave.
Oh, and one more thing.
You sly old fox.
Mugs.
Oh, that's brilliant.
What do you think? When I watched that earlier, I thought it was funny as out me.
You missed the bit where he leaves the room, and then there's another meeting. It was like, who believes that Man United are on the up? He's like,
I didn't see it. I didn't watch the end bit. No, I missed that bit.
No, that's the end of it. That's the end of it.
Right.
Brilliant. Brian sent it to me. My face was hurting me, so it was. Bye, Gavin.
I don't even think anyone. I'm not being horrible, but I don't think anyone's going to come close to Liverpool next year again.
Because
you remember,
if you want to hold on to Nunes.
Remember though, 20's not forever.
20's not forever. All right, Martin, take it easy and come back to us. Good to have Martin back.
Yeah,
hope you well, mate.
It's good that he's better and his health's getting better as well.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Best, Martin.
Yeah, Gemma just rang me just to tell me that she was having lamb chops for tea for some reason because she's away.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I'll come down for that.
If you've not hit that like button, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. We've been going for an hour already. That seems to have flown by.
Whose horse is that?
I hear you've got another video to play as well, Adam.
Have I?
Yeah, the one.
No one wants to hear your waffle, Sean.
No, it's not about my waffle, you dickhead.
Well, which one? Oh, hold on a minute. The one of you in the pub?
Yes.
Right, hold on then.
Don't do it, Adam. Don't do it.
I don't know how to.
So have you all had a good weekend then? While he's looking for this, my boys won all.
I have found it, but I'm just trying to make sure I'm trying to download it.
I've been kind of up and down because I had to get like an MRI. And the MRI didn't come across or didn't come out very well, so I'm having to probably get some work done on the back. So I didn't even know whether I'd be at the pub there for yesterday's game, but fair play to Brian. Brian made sure that that no one was squashing me around. But
Adam, there's a thing I was supposed to ask you the other day. I don't know if you want to do it. I was mentioned it to you the other week, and you said you'd speak to Becky. Warrington are coming to Leeds a couple of weeks if you want to meet up.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying
It's all right if you can't, mate.
No, it depends when it is, mate. Which weekend?
It's Magic next weekend, so I think it's 3 weeks. It was after when I get back from off holiday, anyway.
All right. Well, I'll let you know a bit close to the time then. I can't see it being a problem, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah. Right, it's just uploading now to this, guys. Is this video it's 4 minutes long, Sean?
Yeah, but it saves you on your.
Is anything anybody else wants to talk about in the chat as well, guys? Because we are obviously talking about the celebration of winning the 20th title, even though we've been having a waffle about the squad being decimated. What do you think about Mo Salah's celebration and stuff like that?
I thought that was awesome, though. The way he's gone into the crowd.
Yeah, that was great. Taking a picture, taking some. I'll tell you that person, whoever's phone he took, amazing.
Well, have you noticed that it was? And again, I don't want to bash everybody's dreams and everything like that, but it looks like it may have been planned because the phone that was used is the exact same phone that the club are advertising on the TV right now.
Yeah. Also, did you see what Salah getting a little bit pissed off, getting alcohol poured over?
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, but sure, isn't it during Ramadan?
Well, it's just in general, isn't it?
Yeah, he doesn't touch alcohol, does he? And he's having it poured on him.
Yeah,
Like he's like kind of like stop, and he's like, gone. He looked a little bit uncomfortable with it.
See you
All
later,
right,
Brian.
Brian,
Mate.
take it easy, buddy.
In a bit, Brian.
See you later.
So I'll share that video now. Actually, I've not
Is
seen
this
that one.
guy whatever it's KOA going on about me, or the other Martin?
Martin.
Thanks, Adam.
Really, the other Martin, not you. I'd have said you if I said it were you. You know what I meant.
That's why I said thanks, Adam.
Ben said alcohol free though. Oh, so it was alcohol free, maybe.
Yeah.
William White says, I think McAllister's moment on the bench just soaking it all in will stick with me for ages. Do you know what? Everyone seems to be coming up with all these new moments, and I don't know if it's because I was ill yesterday or what, but I literally don't remember seeing any of this. I've seen Kanate in the stand. I saw Kanate when he sat in the stand by himself. I don't remember seeing the Salah thing. I don't remember seeing the McAllister thing.
McAllister was just about the 80th minute or so. He's just sat there like that. He's just, the camera pans in just behind him, and he's just sat there and he's chewing, and he just comes out with a big smile and goes, one of them. And the commentator went on about it, and then Gary Neville went, forgive me if I leave the stadium quite early.
Mikey
Nifbag says it's alcohol video free, damn it.
Oh, I love that name, Mikey Nifbags.
Yeah, we said that. We've discovered that afterwards. Yeah. Did you see the thing? What apparently Salah said to Darwin or something, and Darwin chased him. Everyone was trying to make a bit of fun out of that, but I don't think it's anything to do with that at all. Anything sinister or anything like that.
No.
Right then, I'll pop this up for a bit. This is what Sean I experienced yesterday. We'll have to end it there because it started showing Sky Sports something.
Isn't it nice to see all the out of towners in one place?
Isn't it? And isn't it just? But my point was that all the ridicule the so-called out of towners get, the atmosphere in that pub was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah. It's been mentioned in interviews and everything like that. That's why I was pointing out the fact that people were saying, what did Salah say to Darwin to get him to chase? And it was just a fuck about, like, nothing to make a big deal out of.
I think Salah has kind of, taken Darwin and another player like Elliott as well under his wing. So I think a lot of players have kind of benefited from that. So I would not be surprised that Salah.
What was the free finger gesture from Elliott or Richarlison? That was awesome. That.
Yeah. Ricky says here that did something happen the weekend. Everyone seems a bit excited. Obviously, mate, we won the title, pal. The Elliott thing. I think I just love Elliott. I'm going to be sad if he ends up moving on in the summer. I think he loves the club, but he may have to move on just for his. You know what I mean? He may have to move on for. I can't even think what I'm trying to say. Game time for his career's sake.
I know it's not Liverpool related, this, but how fucking well has Wrexham done?
You know what, man? I've missed having you on streams, mate. I wonder if on that though. I don't think they'll get back to back.
No.
But
it's
good, and it's a good story, innit? It's a good story.
We won it fucking 20 times, and you're talking about Wrexham.
Yeah, but no one gives a fuck that Liverpool won the league, dude. Come on,
500 million out of towners. You never
exactly.
Gareth's always swapping and changing between his usernames. Make sure you're hitting that like button, guys, if you haven't done so already. Any other topics you want to talk about, guys?
When's the famous quiz coming back?
Do you know what? I'll probably try and work on that this week and work on it.
End of season quiz.
Then we've got the end of season quiz. Then yeah. So
how many people have we got in the draw for the end of the things?
The end of season quiz.
Yeah. Do you know when you said you were gonna?
Yeah. So we've got Brandon from Mighty Reds. We got Gareth. We got Ricky, Gavin, Miscusi,
Richard,
David Crompton's in it. This is all off the top of my head, actually. Brian Callie or something like that. You'll know it. His username is not Brian. It's like Callie something.
Yeah.
Bond's in it.
I haven't seen him around in a long time, actually.
Bond's in it. But yeah, we'll get it going again.
Quite a few there, then, isn't it? You know, it should be a good little night, though.
Yeah. Gavin's put this in 3 times now, so I'm going to pull it up. Lewis Steele saying at this stage nothing signed regarding Trent's future.
He's popped up a bit.
I don't know Lewis. Obviously, don't know Lewis Steele, anything like that. But he seems to be like a journalist that's trying to make a bit of a name for himself lately. So let's see, Let's see what happens. He might be right. Like I said, Martin might be right. I hope it is right. I hope it is correct. But let's wait and see what happens.
It will be the biggest achievement ever if we manage to sign Trent into a contract. The biggest achievement ever. On top of obviously winning number 20. Like, I think all the chips are against us in signing an extension to his contract. If it happens, it happens. But the long and short of it is he's not going to get the respect and the love that he got yesterday and that he's gotten since playing for Liverpool. It's just, you just don't get that.
He's going to get his Eubank moment when he come out. That's what he wants.
I don't give a fuck about Eubank.
As Bond says there's no reason to keep it quiet now.
No, there's not.
And you're right. I wouldn't really talk too much about Ben Jacobs, to be honest with you. He's, as far as I know, he's part of a site that have links with the Rag. So I don't really,
Ben here saying he made the walk of death this morning, left Potworld in town this morning at 4, stayed at my mate's house, then returned home at 12:30 this morning. Can't wait to rerun it at the end of the season.
Wasn't it manic outside there? You had all the sanding and everywhere, and the arcles and stuff all down the roads. And there was more out. Obviously, there's going to be more outside, but I really wish I was going that parade. I really do.
You had your chance,
It's fucking our wife who's fucking made it holiday.
So have to put the foot down. Garrett, it was a good fight. I only saw round 6 to, or was it round maybe 9 to 12? I missed it, but Sean versus Eubank Jr. in Hell in a Cell, who wins? Put Senior in it as well. Triple threat.
I'm going to wrap it up, guys. My voice is not going in much longer, but before we go, quick roundabout question then for us all. I guess off the back of what everyone's obviously saying. In fact, I've got a few. Hold on, Bond saying, why have the parade on a Monday? Bank holiday Monday, mate, and I think the season ends the day before. So that'll pretty much be why.
Starts at 2:30.
Yeah. Okay, a few questions for you. So going back to when we first hired Arne Slot, did you expect this season?
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Never doubted it.
Shut up.
Okay.
He's
do you think Trent stays?
No.
Martin? Oh, he's muted.
Yeah,
Say again quickly, because I'm gonna have to go and knock
Do
some
you think
bits out.
Trent stays?
100%. I know he's staying.
Okay.
Right.
See you later, mate.
I'll catch you in a bit. Ta-ra.
See you later, mate.
See you in
Bye-bye.
a bit. He's after getting in
Um,
trouble now for Gemma saying about Gemma.
Oh well. Bon reckons he's 70-30 for staying. Okay, I'm probably in the same ballpark, to be fair with that. I'll have to wait and see. I am actually going to do a video, guys, on Lewis Steele's latest article that's just come out, like I always do after this. Well, I'm going to go get something to try and sort my throat out before I do. But I think it's probably going to be worth talking about. But I did also tweet something out earlier, which I want to actually show you all as well, to be fair. I think Gavin saw it. Where's it gone now? Here we are. So, how do I share this with you all here? Any of you Lord of the Rings fans?
Kinda.
So I shared this earlier.
I'm kind of Lord of the Rings with the amount of times it's been engaged.
So the Anfield Talk said that Arne Slot will be backed with one of Liverpool's biggest ever summer transfer budgets to pursue a record-breaking 21st League title as champions ready themselves for a fresh challenge. So I retweeted that with the following.
So it begins. Yeah.
I couldn't resist, Mister. Couldn't resist it. Ben says, I'll be very shocked if he stays. Be more unexpected than Gerrard in 05. Yeah, mate. Like, how old was I in 05? I would have been 13, round about that time. And I honestly was on, like, I thought Gerrard was going me. Like, I really did. I thought he was on his way. So,
Lord of the flange.
William White, John Henry is clutching his wallet. Yeah. Well, maybe we're going to have this groundbreaking summer because we're going to sell some players.
Well, that's what Brian said earlier. A leopard does not change its spots. But look, I mean, at the end of the day, let's talk about the summer transfer window, when it actually starts and when it happens and when we're in the thick of it. Right now, you know, I just could not be happier with Liverpool. I have my little. Can you see that? My replica Premier League trophy. This was from 2020. So I'm just so happy and so proud of the lads, so proud of Arne Slot and how he's, you know, made I mean, he's basically done what Klopp did, but it only took him one season. He's made the doubters into believers, and he did it in a cold, calculated way. And fuck what, you know, rival fans say about the season was easier. A lot of clubs dropped off. You know, there was a lot of decisions that went for us, which was factually not true. And you know, whether United dropped off, United weren't in the running last year. So, you know, that ends that.
Shouldn't even be talking about United. Like, they're not even relevant anymore.
They're not even relevant anymore. But my point is that I couldn't give a shit about what United do. I don't give a shit about what, you know, what Arsenal do or what City do. We can only play, and I did a video on this before about how poor the season is supposed to have been, and I went down through, you know, how well we have done, and all the records that we've broken. The most clean sheets, as Bond said, you know, in the comments. You can't take that away from us. You can try and put an asterisk on the two Premier League titles that we've won. You can say that you can't say anymore that we're a Leicester City or we're a Blackburn. You know, we won two Premier League titles in a small period of time, and we've won number 20. So we're on the fucking perch. We're set the bar. If anyone wants to be better than us, we have set the bar. You have to go past that. We are the best.
No, you're right, mate. I couldn't have said anything better myself, in all fairness, pal. But I do think we need to probably arrange something if we're going to meet up and everything at the parade and that. Get people that are going to come from the channel as well, meet us, whatever. Have a quick chat. You know, Uncle Rod was on here earlier. He's up for meeting us. So yeah. As Ben says here as well, to finish off, we've been awful all season, in his opinion. We haven't played or beaten anyone above us because no one's been a fucking above us.
Because guess what? Guess what? I've made a T-shirt saying, "But we've played no one yet." So that is actually out. SD Designs 2020 on Redbubble if you want to check it out. But look, you know.
Yeah, and one final plug, guys. This is up for the members to win. $1.99, $2.99. Bradley's tackle on Mbappe. I'm giving that away on the Thursday this week. I'll be doing the draw for the members on Thursday this week, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks for sticking with us, guys, with the stream. Obviously, my voice not being where it should be. Kind of glad I've actually gone as long as I have, to be fair, with this. I thought I didn't think I'd last as long, to be fair. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Check out the socials. We've got the LFC AKM over on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, guys. Twitter.
AKM LFC _ YouTube. That's the new one.
That's the one, yeah.
And I want to just give a big shout out. And if anyone is on TikTok, I want people to show their support for this young lad. He's 13 years of age. His name is Rugby Liam. The channel is managed by his mother and father. This guy has high hopes of, becoming a professional rugby player, and he's training, whatever. That young lad has been getting online abuse by fully grown adults. And what my goal and objective is for people to follow him. And you can say that Shano sent you or whatever, or we sent you. But follow him, give him words of encouragement, saying you got this or whatever, and just because there's too many people taking to heart what these bullies and these online assholes are saying, and it affects these young lads. And let's not affect this fella. So I know it's nothing to do with this channel and whatever, but I'll use whatever platform I can to support some young lads that's getting abuse online.
No, agree, mate. Couldn't have said it better myself. Right, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a good evening, and I'll catch you in a video later on, probably tonight, about this Lewis Steele thing. And yeah, so I'll catch you in that video, guys. Other than that, we'll see you later on in the week, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.